Trigonometric equations. We are working on compound angle formulas and trigonometric equation. This is a communication question on the same. C2. Uday wants to find cosine of 11 pi by 4. If he knows the sine and cosine of pi as well as sine and cosine of 7 pi by 4, how can he find cosine of 11 pi by 4, and what is it? Okay, so let's first see what we're trying to find. That's our coordinate plane, and when we are talking about pi by 4, so this is 0, this is pi by 2, correct? And that is pi for us. So pi by 4 is half of pi by 2, so that is like this. So let's divide this into pi by 4s. And let's also see where is 7 pi by 4, where is 11 pi by 4, and all these terms, correct? So I'm doing that because I find that some students are not very conversant with this notation of pi. So they get confused between radians. They try to go back to degrees and come to radians, and that makes the job difficult. So when we divide like this, we get 0 here, and that is 1 pi by 4. See my counting, 1 pi by 4. Then I call this as 2 pi by 4. So 2 pi by 4 is equals to pi by 2. And this one is 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. That one I will say 4 pi by 4. This time I am writing. You can see 4 cancels, so it is pi. Do you see that? And this one is 5 pi by 4. 6 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4. 8 pi by 4. 9, 10, 11. So 11 pi by 4, if you go one more circle, will be here. Do you see that? So that is our position for 11 pi by 4. Correct? Now, so this, I'm just giving you the position so that you have in your mind what you're trying to find. So it's one full circle, and then you get to 11 pi by 4. Let's go back to the question. That is, Uday wants to find cosine of 11 pi by 4. So we want to find what is cos of 11 pi by 4. And he knows the sine and cosine of pi as well as sine and cosine of 7 pi by 4. So pi is here, so we know sine cosine of pi is known to us, and 7 pi by 4. This is also known to us. But what is not known is 11 pi by 4. How can we find that? So pi could be written as, let's see, 4 pi by 4, right? So when you're doing fractions, it is important to have common denominator. So instead of just calling them pi, pi by 2, 2 pi, we can call them like this, 4 pi by 4, 8 pi by 4. So you can see from here that 11 pi by 4 could be written as cos of 7 pi by 4 plus 4 pi by 4. Is that okay? So we can write this as 7 pi plus 4 pi by 4. Correct? Which is same as cos of 7 pi by 4 plus pi. Correct? So this could be written as cos of 7 pi by 4 plus pi. Do you see that? So I'm trying to break it down like this so that you can understand how radians work and how easy it is to work with them. Correct? So, and it says that we know the value of sine and cosine of 7 pi by 4 and pi, right? So now we can expand it using our formula of compound angles, cos A plus B. So we get cos A, which is cos of 7 pi by 4 cos of pi minus, whenever it is plus in cos A plus B, this is minus, remember that, sine 7 pi by 4 times 7 sine of pi. Correct. Now it says that Uday knows the value of 7 pi by 4 and both sine and cosine values of 7 pi by 4 and cos pi by 4. So let's make our triangle, the standard triangle for pi by 4, correct? Which is 1, 1 and square root 2. That's for pi by 4, correct? Now here, both sine and cosine are positive, right? So here both are 1 over square root 2. So here it is 1 over square root 2 for both of them. But in this quadrant, cos is positive. So for cos, I should write 7 pi by 4. We have 1 over square root 2. But for sine 7 pi by 4, it is minus 1 over square root 2, correct? And how about pi? For pi, you can either draw your graph of sine and cosine, or you know the values, right? But I prefer to draw the graph and then figure out. So that is a cosine graph, right? So 0 to 2 pi. So pi for cosine is minus 1, right? I'm writing all these values so that you can plug it in and get your answer, right? So cos of pi is minus 1. How about sine of pi? So when you draw a graph of sine, it comes like this, right? So sine of pi is actually equal to 0. So these are the values known to us. We can plug in these values here and get our answer. Do you see that? So we'll do that. So we have cos of 7 pi by 4, and that happens to be in quadrant 4. It is 1 over square root 2. And cos pi is minus 1. Minus. Sine of 7 pi by 4 is minus of 1 over square root 2. And sine pi is 0. So it's 0, right? So the second term is 0 for you. And here you get your answer as minus 1 over square root 2. Now let's check. We found that 11 pi by 4 was in this quadrant, right? And as per the cast rule, cos is negative here, so we expected a negative answer, which we did get. Related acute angle is pi by 4, right? And therefore 1 over square root 2 with negative sign is the correct answer for cosine of 11 pi by 4. I hope you understand the method and you can visualize what we're trying to do, and that's the whole idea here, okay? To explain you each and every step and make you understand that how easy radiance is. Thank you.